back to my channel. I'm Muskan, and in today's reading we will be seeing the messages about what your spirit guides are trying to tell you. Any messages, any guidance, any important insights that your spirit guides have been wanting to give you. We are going to bring out those messages for you, and we will also be seeing if there are any other messages that they have for you on your journey right now. These messages are something that your spirit guides really want to bring forward to you. So we will be channeling the messages from your personal spirit guides, and these messages will guide you on your journey. They will help you move forward on your journey wherever you are right now in this moment. So make sure you come into a space of peaceful alignment and resonance within yourself before picking your pile, and choose your pile wisely. So for today's reading, we have 3 piles to choose from. I will be showing you each pile up and close, and also a random card on the top of them. You could be drawn to the back of the artwork, the name of the deck, or the random card that I will show you. Allow yourself this time and space to choose your particular pile and tune into the guidance of your spirit. The deck for pile number 1 is this. The name of this deck is Work Your Light Oracle. And your random card says, share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution, expression. The deck for pile number 2 is this. The name of this deck is the Spirit Animal Oracle. And your random card says, Butterfly Spirit, transformation is beautiful. The deck for pile number 3 is this. The name of this deck is Indigo Angel Oracle. And your random card says, Health. So just like always, pick out the pile that's calling out to you the most, and you can also be drawn to more than one pile, and you can even listen to the messages of multiple piles. That is completely up to your resonance. I will also put down the timestamps for each pile in the description box below to make it easier for you guys to listen to the guidance of your particular pile. So make sure to check that out. So now I will start channeling the messages beginning from pile number 1. Hello pile number 1. So if you guys were drawn to the first deck, Work Your Light, then this is going to be your reading. We are going to begin by channeling the messages about what your spirit guides, your spirit team, your guides and angels want you to know. What they are trying to tell you, or what they have been trying to tell you. What message is that they want to convey to you. So let's just dive right into your reading. We have 1 oracle and 1 tarot card each for you. And we are going to begin by channeling the messages for you one by one. So let's take a look at the first set of your oracle and tarot deck. And your oracle card says, share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution, expression. And to clarify this, we have 9 of Cups in reverse. So, pile number one, the first message that I'm receiving for you is the words that are coming through are self doubt. Is that you're holding yourself back in some kind of way, and your spirit guides really want you to share your voice. The Nine of Cups in reverse is actually giving me the energy of someone who doesn't really trust how powerful and strong and just self sufficient they are. Nine of Cups upright has the energy of a person who believes in themselves. So, this coming out in reverse with this card really gives off the energy of someone who is very talented, who has a lot to share. They have so many gifts. It's like they're a walking diamond, but they see themselves as coal. They see themselves as ordinary, and they're not accepting or even receiving the fact that they do have extraordinary gifts, abilities, talents, or wisdom that they need to share with the world, that wants to come out of them, that wants to be channeled through them. So, what your spirit guides want you to know is they want you to believe in yourself. That is the first message that's coming through very, very strongly. Whether you have been holding yourself back, whether you have been doubting yourself, you have been comparing yourself to other people, or you have simply been holding off from what excites you, what passions light your spirit up. If you've been holding yourself in that way, your spirit guides really want you to know that this is a confirmation. It's safe for you, and it's important for you or on your journey actually to come out of your cave, to express yourself. An expression cannot be original if you're always trying to perfect it, if you're always trying to compare it with other people and their creations and what they have to offer to the world. Because you can always find someone that can make you feel inadequate, that can make you feel that you're not enough, or that you can always find excuses, to stay stagnant. You can always find excuses to stay in your comfort zone. But this is about coming out of your comfort zone, because that is when you grow the most. That is when your life will start speeding up. You know why? Because you're on a higher frequency. Definitely, there are positives of being in your own space and experiencing solitude. Your ascension happens even in that phase. But when you are keeping yourself stagnant, you are using that as an excuse to not access or express or experience your full potential, because you feel inadequate, because you have doubts, and it's just your ego that's holding you back. A lot of the times, our ego holds us back from doing things that we should actually be doing. Our ego undermines us, and it can seem a little bit ironic because the ego is all about the self, but the negative ego is about the false self. So your healthy ego is required to express yourself, but the false ego, the negative ego, is all about self-judgment, self-doubt, criticism, being too harsh on yourself and too harsh on other people. So you need to start channeling your personal power in your life. You need to start speaking your truth more and more. And above that, you need to start believing in yourself. That's coming out really, really strongly. In this first card, I can't help but notice how this person has galaxy in their clothes. It's like the dress that they are wearing is made up of the galaxy. It's made up of the beautiful stars, and these stars resemble the one that we have these on the pyramids. This could be something significant to you. Maybe you are drawn to Egyptian culture, or pyramids hold messages for you, specific messages for you. And also, I am noticing a lot of turquoise teal blue color, which is associated with the throat chakra. So we have these teal blue waters here, which are actually the brightest color on this card, and then the blue is also standing out on this one. So this is really about your throat chakra, expressing yourself, your creativity, and how you channel it into wisdom, how you channel it into creating the life that you truly want. And this yellow color is making me think of the solar plexus chakra. And the solar plexus is all about confidence, personal power. And when this chakra is out of alignment, you doubt yourself. You spread yourself too thin. You believe in other people and their voice, and you allow them to walk over you. But when this chakra is active and open, you believe in yourself. You follow your divine blueprint. You don't doubt yourself. And even if the thoughts of self-doubt arise within you, you don't believe them. You don't give in to them. So the throat chakra, when open and active, allows you to express your unfiltered, unapologetic self in any way that your spirit wants to channel it. It can be through craft, it can be through your voice, it could be so many multiple things. So the number 9 on this card makes me think of a phase ending. It also makes me think of how you guys are holding on to a lot of wisdom that you're not sharing, and your life is going to be more abundant. It's like your spirit guides are saying, what are you doing? Why you're not sharing it? Why you're not expressing yourself? Why are you holding yourself back? What are you doing? That's coming through. So let's move on and take a look at another set of your oracle and tarot cards. So it says, take a break, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. And to clarify this, we have Temperance with the number 14. And again, we have a similar theme of a person or a woman sitting in front of the ocean, and we have these blue colors again here. So this is making me think of emotional reset, emotional rest, cleansing, self-healing, movement, because water becomes stagnant when it's still for too long, but the ocean, the river, it's always moving. It's always moving. And I feel like if you guys choose this pile, I don't know, maybe there is some connection that you have with the water. Maybe the water really helps you to heal. The water really helps you to rejuvenate and recharge yourself. And maybe you need to hydrate yourself more. Maybe you need to drink more water, and maybe that is going to help your throat chakra. Yeah, that's also coming through. So we have with the Temperance here, we have Sagittarius energy, and this gives me the vibes again of questioning your life purpose. What are you meant to share here with the world? I feel like some of you guys are being called to take some sort of a break. Maybe you have been doing things that are very mundane to you. It's like you're doing these things and they are draining your energy, or it's that phase in your life when you get caught up in doing the same things every day again and again, and that really drains out your inspiration. Or even if it doesn't drain out your inspiration, it's just that you come into this default mode of just doing those things for the sake of doing them, and it's not actually really inspiring you. It's not really actually changing you in any way. And this is a call to take some sort of a break, like taking some days off from that routine. Maybe you have a job that you don't really like, so your guides are really saying that when you give yourself this time off, you really need this change of energy, maybe even taking a vacation if that really helps you, or spending some time near the ocean, ocean bodies, beach, that sort of an energy. Take this time off, and in this solitude and in this space, you are going to reset emotionally. It's going to feed you emotionally, and you're going to remember the things that your soul really loves, or you're going to receive downloads about what your soul really wants to express and what you really want to do next, the things that you want to try out, the things that are really going to ascend you, that are really going to manifest abundance for you in your life. Those things are going to come towards you. And I can't help but notice how in the first card this person is just sitting by this water body, but in the second one their arms are open. Their arms are open, and we have this new moon waxing crescent energy, and this is all about taking action. It's about initiation. But this taking a break along with Temperance, it feels like it's talking about taking a break and actually putting your soul into action. So, one example that's coming through is that when you have been working on a job, or you have been doing household chores every single day constantly, and you have no time to actually think and feel into the higher aspect of your life, what you really want to do, and you get disconnected from your hobbies in some kind of way. So this is about taking a break from those kinds of things and reconnecting with your soul. You're reconnecting with your soul. You are getting back in touch with your higher self. Can you see like how this angel's head is lighting up? Yeah, this makes me feel like you guys are reconnecting to your higher self and the wisdom of your soul. And this is about stillness. This is also about stillness and patience. Stillness, when you allow yourself to have a change of energy from the mundane things that you do every single day, that is really going to help you get deeper insights. That is really going to help you get deeper insights. And again, we have this triangle here. I don't know, it's really catching my attention with this pyramid here. Again, these triangular shapes. Maybe that is something significant to you. And you know what? It's really silly. It's also making me think of the buttons play, pause, and rewind. So it's like you press the button play and you start taking the actions, and then your spirit presses the button again and it's time for you to pause. Yeah, so it's also making me think of how when you press these buttons on like a doll or like a toy or something, it's like they just keep playing the same tune every single day. It's like they are until we press that button again and it stops them. So maybe some of you guys may have been feeling that way, like I'm doing the same things over and over again. Or maybe this is in your blind spot that you've gotten so caught up. You've gotten so caught up in doing those things over and over again that it's time for you to take a pause so that you are able to think over and get deeper insights about what you really want to do next. Because in those moments of stillness and silence, we are able to clear our energy field. We are able to clear our minds and we are able to access that clarity, that spaciousness. When there is too much clutter, there is too much things, there are too many things and too many situations to attend to, we don't really have a lot of space in our minds, in our bodies, emotionally. There's a lot of things that are occupying us that we're constantly thinking about. Yeah, so I feel like this taking a break is really going to help you to reconnect with the higher purpose, with the higher callings in your life, and this is what your spirit guides want you to know. Or maybe they have been trying to tell you this and you just keep ignoring their messages. So this soft pastel pink color here in this card is giving me the vibes of your guides really wanting you to be easier on yourself, to be softer on yourself. Yeah, and this is about reconnecting with the gentleness, with the gentle energy, with the softness within you. You're a human being, not a human doing. Remember that. And also, I'm receiving the message that when you sit with yourself, you are going to clear your mind and you're going to realize how false these thoughts are that make you doubt yourself, or that are just like you're not enough, that make you compare yourself with other people. It's like also a very meditative energy. When you guys meditate, when you guys come back to your center, that is really going to help you realize that how much mental chatter has been going on within you and how much it has been taking a toll on you, how much of it you have been actually believing that's not true at all, and how much you've allowed it to run your life, to run the show of your life. Yeah, this is really about clearing your energy field completely and reconnecting with that purity, reconnecting with that space, like space, clear energy field, mental clarity, clear aura. It's like your guides want you to energetically cleanse yourself in some kind of way. They want you to spiritually cleanse yourself. And again we have these waters and these yellow flowers and a yellow and blue theme here. And I can't help but notice that this angel, they have these red wings. So this also makes me think of someone who believes in themselves and they are ready to fly whenever they want. They believe in their ability to create, to share, to express, to live their life in an empowered way. So let's take a look at the next set. We have align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? Definitely. And to clarify this, we have the Two of Swords. Okay. I feel like some of you guys who chose this pile, you had this inner sense of nudge or this feeling that you're not completely doing what you really want to do, but it's like you have been caught up in this confusion or this self sabotaging behavior or self sabotaging thinking where you feel like you're trapped in a situation and you have to do things. You have to do things that is an obligatory energy, because otherwise there will be consequences. Otherwise, the other people involved in it will be disappointed, or they will think that you're not good enough, or they will not agree with you, or they will not give you their encouragement, or you will not get their approval or validation. And maybe this has some roots in your childhood. Maybe this is a part of you that feels inadequate, and this is really a call, a serious call to question and ask yourself whether what you are doing outside in your life, outside meaning the outer reality, the actions, choices, situations you are in, the reality that you experience, is that in alignment with your inner reality, with what your heart truly wants. And that can only happen when you take this break, when you spend time in stillness, when you experience what's not ordinary, when you experience a change of energy. Like, can you see how this person's like face, it's like different aspects of them and it's breaking apart? It makes me think of inauthenticity. It's like you want something, but you are working towards or giving your energy towards something else, and you're feeding something else. And some of you guys may have even been caught up in two things. And so the example that's coming to my mind is, you have this job that has a really good pay, and it's boring, but it has a really good pay. And the people in the 3D reality, they really admire you for being there. It could be your family, your parents, your friends, or even the people who work there. And then there is this another reality where you feel like you want to pursue something that's creative, and it doesn't really promise that you're going to have a lot of financial security, but it really aligns with your soul. So it's like, it does not mean that it has actually no potential, but it's just that choosing that option is going to make you feel like less secure a little bit. Your ego, make your ego feel less secure, but it really lights up your spirit. And there is a part of you that really wants to do it, that really feels soothed by doing those things, because why not? Like, those things are actually aligned with your spirit. We have this bluish theme again here. Yeah, and it's also bringing out the words like feeling blue. It's like when you think about your life and making these changes, you start to feel blue because you're doubting yourself. And you know what? The message that I'm receiving is, you have given too much power away to the people outside of you, and what they are going to think about you, how they are going to perceive you, and how much disappointed they are going to be in you if you make a different choice, if you choose your heart, if you choose an unconventional path, and you come out of this situation where you feel restricted. Like, can you see how this woman is sitting, and she's wearing a blindfold, and I can't help but notice we have again this waxing crescent moon here that comes after the new moon, same energy. So this is all about initiation. Your guides and angels want you to stop living a life that doesn't excite you. They want you to end this cycle of inner suffering, or constantly being in this loop where you are doubting yourself, where you are questioning your spirit, and they want you to start seeing your fears, your self-sabotaging behaviors. They want you to question your beliefs once and for all. It's like it's an ongoing journey. You're always going to come up with new beliefs that you will need to question. But specifically in this area of your life, they really want you to face what you have been running away from. This is coming on really, really strongly. I feel like you have been caught up in this loop for way too long. Maybe you have been caught up in this loop for way too long. And I think they really want to let you know that what you have been feeling, it's actually valid. It's actually them communicating with you. Maybe along the journey, like your body starts giving up signs, you start to feel drained, or you lose inspiration along the way. This is really coming on strongly. Your guides really want you to break the pattern. They really want you to, more than taking a choice in the physical reality, because that's not really going to be extremely difficult once you face the difficulties within yourself. Once you face your fears and break your belief systems, the puzzle pieces are going to come back together, and you're going to find this confidence and believe in yourself even if other people don't believe in you. And that is going to push you forward energetically. When you release the old energy in the form of beliefs and thoughts and judgments or conditioning that you absorbed throughout your childhood or in your life, you're clearing yourself. You are integrating yourself. You're actually reconnecting with your true, authentic self. And that is going to help you break this loop, break this pattern. Some of you guys also really need to communicate clearly. It's like maybe you get stuck in this pattern of passive aggressiveness, or just being a good person and staying quiet, and your guides want you to know that that's a no. You really need to start speaking your truth more. This is really a call to step into an empowered version of yourself. You have been in these patterns, in these cycles for way too long. This is a call to change. Yes. When you focus on your inner reality, that brings a change within you, and that will push you forward and give you the clarity to take these risks, to let go of the old. And it doesn't really have to be in just one day. For some of you, it could be that, but it's a process. It could take a few days for you, or even a few weeks for you to process this, because it can be uncomfortable, but it will be worth it. It's also like sort of a mini spiritual awakening, or maybe it's not mini for you. It's like a huge crisis of your self-doubt, a huge rearrangement, realignment of your life that is really necessary, that's really important. And also, you guys really need to feel your emotions. Maybe you push your emotions aside and you don't really pay attention to how you feel. But when you allow yourself to feel your emotions, you're actually going to see how much you are doing things, saying things, and accepting or tolerating things that don't really feel good to you, that are not really high vibrational or even respectful. Like, that's what's coming for some of you guys. This could also be for some of you, this could also be about a relationship that you're in that's not in alignment with how you wish to be treated or respected. So now let's take a look at your astrology cards for any other additional messages. The first one, we have Cancer. I'm not surprised. This is that emotional water healing energy. The next one, we have last quarter moon, and then we have 12th house. This is really interesting. So first I want to talk about this 12th house. You know how we were talking about going through some sort of a crisis within yourself? Yeah, that really confirms it. It really talks about exploring your deepest fears. It really talks about really going deep into within yourself, because the 12th house is actually the last house of our astrology chart, and this talks all about completing a cycle, and it also talks about facing your darkest fears. It also talks about like how you have been addicted to old patterns or old belief systems, or even depression and anxiety and self-doubt. So this is really a call to emotionally heal yourself deeply. It's really a call to emotionally heal yourself deeply. And if you guys have been going through something like that, this is a really good reminder from your spirit guides to spend some time to focus on your mental and emotional health. With this Cancer, this is all about emotional healing, healing your childhood, healing your mother wounds or your father wounds, but most importantly, you giving yourself the time and space to heal mentally and emotionally. Some of you guys may even have had really painful childhood experiences, and that is the trauma or the fears that are holding you back. And this is about really letting go. This is really about letting go. The last quarter moon talks about fear of letting go, but that letting go is an essential part of the process. The example that's coming through is when the tree is going through a season of change, and it's important for it to let go the old leaves, but you're afraid to let them go because you're doubtful of yourself. But it's important to let those old leaves go, otherwise you will not allow yourself to be birthed into a new and beautiful transformative force. So when the tree has to let go these old leaves, and the tree has to allow that process of shedding, if it holds on to those old leaves, it will be dead and stagnant, and it will not look so shiny and leafy and green and colorful. Yeah, so this is really about gaining back that inspiration, that spark of joy, that bubbly laugh that you used to have, or that you have when you are at your most optimal state. It's like I'm seeing a tree that has dead leaves on it that's not letting go. But if you just let go and you allow yourself to go through this process of death and rebirth, and for you guys who choose this pile, I think it's more about an emotional shedding. You have been avoiding feeling your emotions for way too long, and I think that is what's holding you back. You really need to feel your emotions, because not all your emotions are actually true, but they do convey a personal message, they do convey a personal truth, and it's valid for you to feel all your emotions. So you need to really allow yourself to go through this process and allow yourself to rest and rejuvenate and heal yourself. That's really important for you guys. And I also want to give you this encouragement that it's not going to be always the same way. It's temporary, but it's essential for your journey. So, water signs could be significant to you, or you could be a water sign. We have Cancer here, we have Pisces here, we also have Sagittarius, we also have some Libra energy. So, this could be significant to you. I feel like a part of you guys who chose this pile, a part of you really knows that your life is really going to change if you allow yourself to feel these emotions, if you really face all of it. And that part of you is kind of afraid also, because it feels like everything is going to change, and change really scares us sometimes. But I feel like this is really necessary and essential on your journey, and it's really going to be worth it for you. And at the back of the deck, we have Answer the Call. What is your soul calling you to do exactly? And I also feel like for some of you, what your soul is really calling you to do is cut some old cords. Cut some old cords, rewrite your future, and make some changes into your life in alignment with what you truly want. Firstly, it has to be realized within yourself, and then you have to allow that to be expressed and to rearrange your outside reality. Because remember that your inner reality is actually what governs your outer reality, not the other way around. So, at the back of your astro deck, we have New Moon. And this is really a confirmation that you guys may feel like you're starting your life all over again when you're questioning yourself and you realize how much you've not been living in alignment with your soul. But this is really an encouragement from your spirit guides that from this blank page or this blank canvas, or when you restart something, in that phase, all potentials exist. And even if you can't feel that right now, it is a really exciting process. So, these are all the messages that I have for you today, and I wish you the best on your journey. I thank you for being here and listening to these messages. I'm grateful for doing this reading for you. If you resonated with the messages, make sure to like, let me know in the comment section how you feel, and also subscribe to my channel. And I hope that you stay blessed on your journey. I will see you in the next video. Hello pile number 2s. So if you guys were drawn to the second deck, the Spirit Animal Oracle, this is going to be your reading. We are going to begin by channeling the messages about what your spirit guides, your spirit dream is trying to tell you, what your spirit guides have been trying to tell you, what messages or information they want to make known to you. So let's just dive right into your reading. We have multiple sets, 3 sets of oracle and tarot cards each, and we will begin by channeling the messages for each one of them. So for your first oracle card, we have Butterfly Spirit with the number 11. Transformation is beautiful. And to clarify this, we have King of Cups. So the Butterfly Spirit is a very free-spirited, beautiful, magnificent, attractive, charming energy. And the first message that's coming through is that you guys are going to be attracting or are attracting some beautiful magnetic connections or love into your life. I feel like you guys who chose this pile, you have been through a huge process of transformation. You have gone through so many processes of death and rebirth and just dying of the old version of you, and I feel like you have really been diligent in allowing yourself to go through this process. And I feel like as a result of that, Your true colors really shine brightly. It's like the best of you shines really brightly, and your spirit guides really to want to commend you for going through this process. They want to commend you on the work that you have done on yourself. And it doesn't mean that you are not still working on yourself or you don't have still work to do. You may still have things that you're dealing with, that you're perfecting within yourself. But what is perfection really when we are constantly evolving? So, this is really a message of acknowledgement and appreciation, and your spirit guides, they are really commending you for going through the process, for all the work that you have done on yourself, for the changes that you have gone through, and also for allowing yourself to go through this process. I feel like you guys have also been listening to the guidance of your higher self, even if it has been difficult for you. Like, I can see a crown on the head of this butterfly, and it kind of feels like this butterfly has been listening to the guidance of their spirit guide, which is you. And we have the number 11 here. So, this is really your spirit team coming through and telling you that you are in alignment. You're walking on the path of alignment towards the highest version of yourself. Wow, this is really like a beautiful energy. And I'm also receiving the message, like I'm hearing these words. You're also going to attract butterflies like you. And how I can translate it is, butterflies are really free spirited, as I said before. They are very light, beautiful, magnificent energy, and also like they don't stick around with everyone. It's very rare that when a butterfly sits on the lap or the hand of a person, or even on the trees or leaves, they are very selective. Butterflies are very selective. They do seem like they have this delicate energy about them, but that does not mean that people can take advantage of them. They are very selective with where they stick around. So I feel like when you're being your authentic self, and if you're being your authentic self, you're going to attract people who are like you, who are not into superficial connections, who are really ready to go deep with you, who are also free spirited and conscious, and also don't just buy into things for the sake of them. And with this King of Cups, clarifying this card, I really feel like this King of Cups is this mature, loving, supportive energy, whether it's like a romantic energy which is really coming through, but it could also be like a friendship or other connections. This is a really beautiful connection that you guys are attracting. Only the universe and your due diligence to follow your higher self and to work on yourself, only you and your universe can take credit for attracting this connection into your life. And another way I can interpret this is the transformation that you are going through or have been going through is really making you a mature person. Like, it's not just about being mature emotionally, but also mentally, like being able to make decisions that are not just logically accurate, but they're also intuitively in alignment with your spirit. It's like this kind, gentle, warm hearted love energy. I don't know why, but This is also giving me the vibe of the Lover's card in Tarot, and that corresponds to the Gemini zodiac sign. Maybe that is something significant for you. And I also feel like with this number 11, it's about new doors of abundance and opportunities or connections, and this whole new world or of infinite possibilities opening up for you. And your spirit guides really want to let you know this, that when you open yourself to the divine guidance, when you open yourself to the spirit world, and when you are working with energy, you respect energy, it's not going to go unseen. It's going to be acknowledged and is being acknowledged, and so many doors of abundance and opportunity is opening up for you. Yeah, you know how we talk about the metamorphosis phase where there's a cocoon and the caterpillar is going through this process and then they become this beautiful new version of themselves. Yeah, this is what it's talking about. That this new version of yourself that you're becoming is unstoppable. It's unstoppable, and it's going to attract this love, this connection, this emotional maturity that you have been longing in connections. And this emotional maturity is also a reflection of the work that you have been doing on yourself, of how emotionally mature you have become. Yeah. So this is really about attracting people who are like you. You don't only attract the people who represent your traumas, but also you attract people who represent your loyalty, your honesty, your how you reciprocate, how kind soul you are, even if everyone cannot see it. This is really beautiful. Another thing that's coming through is like treating each other like king and queens. Yeah, it's like two people when they're in a connection and they don't just treat each other with respect and integrity and love, but they also treat themselves. It's like they treat them their own selves like queen and king, and that bleeds into their connection. Wow, this is like really two very powerful individuals. Very powerful individuals, and when such people come together, miracles happen. They move worlds. These connections are really soul connections. Okay, so let's move on to your next set. For this, we have Nightingale Spirit. Love is all around with the number 41. Yes, and to clarify this, we have Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay, so with this Nightingale Spirit, love is all around, as we were talking about love and connections. This is really bringing out the message of, like, if you guys have ever had any kinds of doubts, like what kind of connections am I supposed to attract, it's like I feel like this nightingale, she's singing, she's sending out her notes, her intentions, but there's also like this energy of this spirit thinking, like, where are my true connections, when are they gonna come around, who is my true friend or my true partner. And I feel like with the Seven of Cups in reverse, it's your spirit guides trying to tell you that there is really no confusion around it. You guys may have gone through some confusion around it, but there is really no confusion in reality, because it's really easy when you stop doubting yourself. It's really easy when you realize that the people that you're going to feel safe with, the people who are going to understand you, they don't really have to be as different from you as you think. It's like these connections are going to come naturally to you. You don't have to force it. You don't have to try to get everyone's attention. You don't have to try to mold yourself or to lower your standards as to what kind of emotional needs you want to have met in connections. It's like if you want emotional depth, there it is. Someone with emotional depth is your person. If you want someone who really listens to you, they can hold space for you, that is your person. Like, I feel like you may have had encounters in your past where you guys really weren't in connections that reflected back to you what you truly wanted or how you showed up. And because of that, you may have gone through this phase where you were alone for a long time. And you are really good at doing that. But the message that's coming through is that you have been doubting yourself your whole life. You have been thinking that there is something wrong with you for wanting what you want in connections, but there really isn't. This confusion that you think you are in, it's actually the confusion that is coming from a belief. It's actually confusion that is like a smoke, it's like a smoke or dust on the mirror. It's actually blurring your capacity to see that there will be people like you, and you are attracting these people into your life. Yes, and I can't help but notice how, again, this bird has a crown on their head. So this is really talking about treating yourself with respect, treating yourself, loving yourself unconditionally, going extra mile to love yourself. I feel like people who chose this pile, maybe you have been undertreated or underestimated by people in the past, by the people that you were connected to in the past. Maybe they didn't really see how pure, how beautiful, how loyal, how smart, how honest you were. And I feel like a part of that was because you didn't see yourself as worthy as enough. You didn't see your own beauty. You underrated yourself in some kind of way. And this is really a call, a reminder. Wow, like this is a very beautiful energy. And with this 5, the number of 5, I feel like this is about changes. Number of 5, changes coming into your life. This is also about attracting fun and joy. I feel like your guides really want you to have fun loving yourself and not worry about how things are gonna come together, how you're going to receive support, because it's in that process when you value yourself, you're going to attract people who really value you. Love is all around, so yeah, your guides want you to see love in everything around you. There's really a focus on self-love. And with this 7 of Cups in reverse, can you see like how there are different cups? If I put this way, maybe then you can see there are different cups and each cup has a different element in it. So I feel like the connections that you were in the past, it's like they treated you like a choice. Like, that's a really cliche line. It feels like those people always treated you like a side option. Like, whatever, I'll go with her because I'm alone, because this other person is not available. So it's like they took you for granted. They didn't really value you. And this could apply to any relationship. It could even apply to your childhood traumas, your childhood connections. It could apply to any connection. So it's like you were treated like a side option, and the people didn't really see that you were a gem all along. They didn't really make you their priority in the connection because they were valuing other things. They were busy putting other things on priority that were mostly superficial. So, one example that's coming to my mind is, say that you're a person who really appreciates emotional depth. Yeah, but say that you're in a friendship or in a connection, even a relationship, where the other person, you provide them with emotional depth, but they're not as deep as you, they're not as emotionally mature. So when they see someone else who is really popular, who is really into, superficial things and just getting everyone's approval and attention, that's what they choose because they also really want to fit in into a group, or really want other people's attention, or they also want this validation. Yeah, that's the example that's coming through. So this is about realizing your true worth, your true value. And I can notice a lot of green color. There's this beautiful green energy here, and we also have shades of green here. So this is about the heart chakra, your heart. And the seven of cups in reverse also reminds me and makes me think of the seventh house in astrology, and that is all about your relationships, your partnerships, your connections, all things relationships. So yeah, this is about really the healing of your heart chakra, and as a result of that healing, your heart opens and alchemizes the pain that you have gone through, and you attract abundance, joy, real connections into your life. And it's not really about attracting a lot of people. And I feel like you guys who chose this pile, you may really feel this, that it was never about you having a lot of people, like a lot of people in your life who understood you, but it was about having, even if like you have one person or two people in your life and you have a small circle of people who really get you, they understand you. I think that is enough for you. That is how pure hearted you are. Wow, like I can really feel your heart right now. There was never anything wrong with you. There was never anything wrong with you guys. Feel your heart. Your heart is your best guide. Yeah, can you feel your heart pulsating? Feel your heart and the purity of it and the love that you carry within you. This love has always, always been within you. And it will magnetize miracles into your life. Yes, it is. So now let's move on to your reading. So for your next oracle card, we have Know Your Worth, Skunk Spirit, exactly. And to clarify this, we have Page of Pentacles in reverse and Justice. Ooh, that's really, really interesting energy. So with this Justice card, again, we have the number 11, like we had here. And again, we have this person wearing a crown, and we have this message about knowing your worth. And you know what the skunk spirit makes me think like? It's like I've heard somewhere that skunks, they stink sometimes. It's like they have this odor about them. These animals have some kind of odor about them that repels other people. So I feel like some of you guys may have felt like you have some imperfections that others rejected you for. And this is about you realizing, so what if I have some imperfections? Who is perfect? Nobody. But these people that you were with in the past, or the experiences that you had, it's like your imperfections were criticized way too much. then you deserved it. They were criticized and made way too much of a deal than they were. It's like your imperfections, they're not actually that big of a deal than they were treated in the past. And I feel like these people were simply using your imperfections as an excuse to push you away or to undermine you, or they were just projecting their own insecurities upon you. That is what it feels like. And it has the number 9, so number 9 with the 5 and the 4 again, we have 4 and 5, and it sums down to 9. So the 9 number talks about endings. It also makes me think of the 9 of cups in tarot, which is all about believing in yourself, believing that you're self-sufficient and worthy, and you're deserving of all things abundance and joy. This is really about self-empowerment. It's about feeling like yourself back again, that version of you that is unstoppable, that doesn't bow down to other people's projections, that doesn't swallow their opinions or their criticism, which is, by the way, not even constructive a lot of the times. This is about you doing justice to yourself. This is really about, and it's also spirit guides telling you that the amount of loyalty and purity you have shown in connections, like you may even have taken the responsibility of alchemizing the trauma that other people gave you without even hurting them or projecting it out to them. I feel like a lot of good karma is coming back around in your life, and the way it's coming back around is in the form of love and abundance. Yes, in the form of love and abundance. And with this Page of Pentacles, I'm hearing the words, "You don't belong here." But it's not coming from your spirit guides. It's coming from, it's like a nasty voice. It's a petty voice. Like, you don't even belong here. Who the hell do you think you are? And that's the voice of the inner critic, or even the projections of other people and their opinions and their own bitterness. It's a projection of that, like you always belonged. And Page of Pentacles also makes me think of like social settings, being in social settings and not being able to fit into them. And I feel like this Justice card also looks like a person or a friend or a loyal partner who really stands up for you, and they really have your back. It's like, you mess with this person, you mess with me. They are going to be so loyal and honest and have your back. They're going to see how unfair life has been to you, how unfair people have been to you. Like, you don't even give yourself enough credit for how much transformation that you have gone through, which you, by the way, should. You should give yourself enough credit. Your journey has not been easy at all. Just because you have this ability and depth to heal yourself, to be more mature, and to alchemize your traumas into lessons and into wisdom, it does not mean that your journey has been easy. You've come a long, long way, and good karma is going to come back around. Another message that's coming for some of you guys is someone choosing money over you. It's like they chose the path that would profit them, that would make them money, and maybe they screwed you over for that. But if we look at the energy, it's the energy of choosing greed over growth with the other person. It's like the example that's coming through my mind, and this may not even apply to all of you, but for some of you it may be true. The example that's coming to my mind is two people being business partners, but one of the person betrays another, and they choose the other path where it will make them more money. And it's not even a path of integrity, it's not even a path of honesty. It's like that money is not being made from an authentic space. For some of you, that's coming through. And I feel like your spirit guides want you to know that justice will be made, meaning you will attract new opportunities. If you resonate with this message, you will attract your new opportunities. It's like the energy that you have, it's a justice to it. If you've lost opportunities, if you ever felt like you've lost opportunities, whether it's in connections or relationships or your work or your career or in other areas of your life, these missed opportunities were not actually about there's something being wrong about you or inadequate about you, but these were simply a no from the universe. It was simply a lack of vibrational resonance. It was a lack of vibrational resonance. So from the example that I gave before, it's like two people are in a business. One person really wants to create with pure energy, they're all about serving, and they have this energy of kindness and compassion. They choose honesty over material gain, but the other person has different intentions. So if things didn't work out with this person, it does not mean that they will never work out for you in the future, or you will never attract any real and pure partnerships. It's simply a lack of vibrational resonance. Same goes with any other situation or any other connection where maybe the person is not willing to be conscious or not willing to heal themselves, but you are. So these situations do not reflect that you're not worthy or there is something wrong with you. It's simply the duality of this 3D reality that we are in. It's polarity. There's good and there's bad, and there's in the middle there are all kinds of energies. And I feel like your spirit guides are really helping you as you filter out your thoughts, your emotions. You go through this transformation, you meet the universe halfway, you do what is yours, you take the responsibility, you work in accordance with the universe. Your spirit guides commend that, and it becomes easier for them to filter out in this very dense reality of so many different energies. It makes it easier for them to filter out experiences and people and connections and make them align with you. It's like they are making a divine plan where you can come together, where you can be in these situations that are healthy for you, that are uplifting for you, that are supporting for you. It's like a divine plan. And I'm hearing the words that the universe has a divine plan for you. We have a divine plan for you. Those are the words that are coming through. Yeah. Another message that's coming for some of you is these connections that you may have been with in the past, or it could also be like a warning about your future connections, about people who measure your worth with different things. It's like different examples that are coming to me are measuring your worth with money, measuring your worth with how much you do or accomplish, measuring your worth with how much you can provide for other people, measuring your worth by how beautiful you look or how your physical appearances are. It's like your guides want to warn you about such people even for the future, and they want you to know that these people are not fit for you. These connections are not fit for you, and they want you to choose emotional maturity over logical measuring of worth. They want you to choose people who are emotionally mature, who make you feel emotionally safe, who you can relax with, who you can just lose yourself with. You don't have to prove yourself to anyone. You don't have to try to be anyone to keep those connections or have people be with you or even stay in that connection with you. And they really want you to stay away and stay clear from trying to prove yourself or trying to be in connection with these people, because to be honest, they're kind of lost. They're still young souls. I know it sounds a little bit harsh, but I think that's the truth. I think that's really true. And maybe in the future they wake up and they go through this process of emotional maturity, but that's not about you, that's about them, that's their journey. And we don't really have time to waste anymore. So let's move on to your astrology cards for any other additional messages. The first one we have waning crescent moon. Second one, Jupiter. And then the third one we have Mars. So this waning crescent moon is actually the phase of the moon just before the new moon. Yeah, it's just before the new moon, and it feels like you guys are on the brink of a new chapter in your life, because this phase of the moon talks about endings. It's about letting go of those last pieces of our life, or letting go of those last energies that are not serving us anymore, so that we can prepare for a fresh chapter in our life, so that we can prepare ourselves for the future. We can focus our energy on the future. And this goes so hand in hand with this 11 and 11 here. It's about new doorways opening for you. It's about writing a new story. I feel like your guides and angels really want you to know that you're actually on the brink of writing a completely new story, of a new chapter. But I feel like it's not just a chapter, it's a whole new another book. You know how we have a book and it has different chapters, but all those chapters kind of have a similar theme with different details. But this is about you guys writing a whole another book, because you have changed so much and you are changing so much that the main themes of your life, you've alchemized a lot of main themes of your life in the past, and you are now creating a life with new energy, with fresh energy, with fresh perspectives, with new and serving beliefs and way of thinking. This is really positive energy, and I feel like your guides want you to let go of any last energies, beliefs that you may have, any last, it's like making those last amends into your life, clearing out your pathway in some kind of way, letting go of anything that may come up for you in the process. The Jupiter, and as I look at this card, it's exclamating to you and saying that good fortune is going to come in your life. This is all about abundance, prosperity, good luck, optimism, adventures. It's such a beautiful energy. So much good karma is coming around in your life. This is extremely positive. This is extremely uplifting and encouraging energy coming into your life. And I feel like with this, like the color scheme on this card, it's a very warm energy, and I'm hearing the words like your heart is going to explode with joy. Your heart is going to explode with joy and abundance and love. Wow. It's like a huge dose of abundance that is coming to you. And with this Mars energy is really trying to boost your confidence. It's trying to tell you and remind you of your worth, of your power. Like Mars has this, and I can't help but notice how the color scheme of our reading, it kinds of shifted from green to this warm and oranges and reddish tone. So yeah, this is very much about courage and believing in yourself and about confidence, and it's also about forward momentum. Like my attention is going to the symbol of the Mars, which points in the forward direction. So I feel like your life is really going to move forward. You're really going to move forward in your life. Yeah, things are really going to get exciting and passionate and filled with so much heart. Yeah, filled with so much heart. Significant zodiac signs for you maybe Cancer. We have Libra energy here. We have Sagittarius. And with the Mars, we have Aries. So this also rules the first house. And the first house in astrology is all about you. It's about you. What do you want? And I really feel like with that being said, I feel like the people you attract in your life are really going to show you how much they value you. You know how we talked about people undervaluing you and like treating you like an option? This is saying that they're not going to treat you like an option. You're going to be in the spotlight for them. You're going to be their star. You're going to shine brightly, and they're going to see how beautiful you are, how amazing you are. They're going to see into your soul. They're going to be there for you when you need them. They're going to be present for you. They're going to value your opinions, your thoughts, your emotions. And you are really going to be a gift in their life. I feel like as much you have been waiting or wanting connections, I feel like it's not just you, the other people who meet you, who you attract in your life, or if you are with these people currently, then you are a blessing for them. That's what your guides want you to know. You are a blessing for them. You're not like a side choice or a sidekick. You're the main hero of their story. It's like I'm hearing the words that you're their end game. You're their end game. You're their end game. You're their A team. Wow. And at the back of your oracle deck, we have life is speeding up. Exactly. That is what I picked up with this Mars and this forward momentum. Your life coming into this strong forward momentum. And again, we have the number 2 and 1 plus 1, 2. We had so many 11s in this reading. Your life is really going to speed up. Things are going to get exciting and abundant and beautiful. And I can't help but notice like this deer is moving forward. This antelope spirit is really moving forward fast. And then there's this older version of them. Also kind of looks like their higher self. And they are shedding, they are letting go, and they are moving forward as a new version of themselves. And also, this deer, their horns kind of make me think of a goat. And that is the sign for Capricorn in the zodiac sign. That being said, we have Saturn at the back of your astrology deck, which rules Capricorn. So yeah, again Saturn is again about karma. Saturn is again about karma, and Capricorn may be a important sign for you, or maybe you are being called to embody this energy. But in general, these energies together really talking about good karma coming your way. And also, the spirit wants you, your spirit guides want you to know the power of your intentions. They want you to know how powerful your pure intentions are. When you move with pure intentions, that is extremely powerful. And they want you to keep moving forward with this energy, with these pure intentions, because that is in alignment with source, pure source energy. And I've been really holding back from saying this, but another message that's coming through, that came even before and I didn't really share it, was that karma not only coming in your life in a good form, but also like the people who betrayed you, who really treated you poorly, like universe teaching them some lessons. Yeah, that's also coming through very strongly, because justice justice is being made in all forms. So remember the power of your intentions and move forward carrying the purity of your heart, because that's the torch light, that is the light on your path that is going to guide you always in the right direction. So this Saturn and Jupiter coming out together also makes me think of like your good deeds making Saturn happy, and again with that good karma coming into your life. So these are all the messages that I have for you today. I'm so grateful for reading for you. And if you resonated with this reading and you liked it, make sure to like, let me know in the comment section how you feel, and subscribe to my channel. And I'm so happy for you guys. I hope that you stay blessed on your journey. I will see you in the next video. Hello, pile number 3. So if you guys were drawn to the Indigo Angel Oracle, the third deck, then this is going to be the reading. We are going to bring the messages about what your spirit guides, your angels, your spirit team want you to know, what they are trying to tell you, or what they have been trying to tell you. What important messages, insights, or guidance wants to come through for you guys. We are going to see those messages today, bringing those messages, channeling from your higher self. Let's just dive right into your reading. We have 3 oracle cards along with their tarot cards as clarifiers, and we will see them one by one. So for the first one, we have health, and to clarify this, we have 3 of wands, upright. Okay, so the first message that's coming through for pile number 3 is that for some of you, your guides and angels communicate to you and connect with you and send you messages and insights when you are in the kitchen, when you are making food, or when you are preparing food, when you are cooking. Those type of areas are really coming through. And with this health card, when I see at this card, I'm receiving the message about someone really becoming aware of what they are consuming, what they are eating, and as a result of that, they are shedding a lot of weight. They are shedding the toxins of their body. They are coming back into shape. It's like an inner cleaning of your body. You know how you clean your house, and then the energy of the house feels so light. It feels like there's a lot of room, a lot of space to move in, and this space is felt energetically by you. So I feel like the first message that's coming through is be mindful of what you are putting in your body, what you are eating, how you are consuming the food, what type of foods you are consuming. And with this lady in this card wearing this light green dress, it feels like she is consuming more greens. If I were to look at the scale, then there are obviously a lot of fruits on it. Yeah, so I feel like the words that are coming through are low calorie foods, low calorie foods. So I feel like you guys maybe need to shed some toxins, let go of the older skin. It's like a snake sheds their skin. Or if you have been going through this process, you have been in this process, then your guides want you to give this message of encouragement that you're on the right path. Just keep going, we are guiding you. And with this Three of Wands clarifying this card, I am getting the vibes of the Empress. The Empress is also the number 3, and she is about health, vitality, creativity, abundance, and empowerment, self love, all those things. But what's really striking through is that Empress represents someone who is being their highest self. So it feels like someone who has, and you know what? I just remembered that on the Empress card, usually there are a lot of grapes and greens lying around as the Empress is sitting on her throne on that card. And this very much feels like it. Yeah, but it's not about overindulgence. That's also coming through. It's not about overindulgence. It's about being mindful of what you are really eating. And also with this Three of Wands, I'm receiving the message of being creative. It's like the words that are coming through is be creative, look for new options, look for new alternative ways, and they are going to turn out to be even better than you imagined. So say that someone is trying out the traditional method of trying to heal their body, but then they realize that they come up with information about fasting and doing juice cleanses, and through that, as they open themselves to new knowledge and new wisdom, it really helps them to improve their relationship with their health. For some of you guys, this could not apply to everyone. This may not apply to everyone, but for a select group of you guys who choose this pile, I'm also receiving the message that if you guys are thinking about traveling somewhere or going somewhere, taking a trip of some sorts, or just traveling somewhere, put your health first. If you're not feeling like doing that right now, then the spirit is definitely saying that you don't have to force yourself. Your health comes first. Your health comes first. And if you guys do go on a travel journey to explore, then the message that's coming through is that don't forget what you are putting on your body. You know, I often see people like when they are traveling or when they are out on adventures, it's like then they stop being mindful of what they're eating. I don't know about you, but that's what I feel like. That's what most of the people do. And also because at that time you are not in your habitual familiar environment. So this is really a reminder that try your best when you're traveling, when you're going somewhere, that you're mindful of what you're putting in your body and you're not just, throwing anything inside, because that is important for you. I feel like your health is an important part of your journey. And it's obviously the case for everyone, like everyone should take care of their health. But for you guys, maybe you've learned some lessons, or you are becoming a new version of yourself where your health is like the main theme of your life right now. What's really catching my attention is the green theme here on her dress, and also the green color on the robe of this person. Yeah, so green, I think you are being called to consume more greens because they cannot always please your tongue, but they are always going to please your body. They nourish, detoxify, energize your body, and I feel like that's what you are calling to do right now. That's what you are being guided to do right now. And I can't help but notice and focus on like how there are these leaves growing out of the wands. It makes me think of leafy greens. It makes me think of leafy greens and herbs and spinach and things like that. Yeah. So let's move on to the next set of your cards. Okay, so before we move forward, other message that's coming through is that heal before you move forward. Heal before you move forward. Yeah, so maybe you guys are planning some sort of a trip, but your health is not doing well right now, but you kind of want to rush it, and this is a message to not rush it. Give yourself this time, and when your body is in alignment, then that is a positive sign to move forward and to go with it. But don't force it right now. So the next message says, Archangel Michael. And to clarify this, we have the Four of Swords. So there are multiple messages coming through with this Archangel Michael card. And Archangel Michael is the Archangel of protection, sovereignty, boundaries, keeping you safe, making you feel safe, standing up for yourself. And that is a really beautiful and loving, safe, brotherly energy. So for some of you guys, you're being called to cleanse yourself energetically because of this Four of Swords upright. Four of Swords talks all about safety and healing your body. It all talks about going into a restful state where you are resting, you're allowing your body to heal, and you are just in this restful state where you are not forcing your body to do anything. You are allowing yourself to rest and recuperate. For some reason, like this picture gives me the vibes of like a healthcare facility. Yeah, or you just lying in your bed and being in a restful state, taking some time off. So this is really giving the energy of how you need to cleanse yourself energetically. With this sword in the back of the Archangel Michael, and with this cleansing fire, I'm receiving the message from him about energetically cleansing the back area of your body, because our back is not something that we are directly seeing or addressing all the time. So you could be called to take some back massages. Yeah, some back massages, or maybe using crystals, or even smudging in the back area of your body. Yeah, to initiate more energetic release and to clear the space, to clear the energy field. And for some reason, I'm like also seeing someone doing upper body strength exercises. upper body strength exercises with this position of Archangel Michael. It feels like they are holding this heavy weight and they are kind of moving it around to strengthen their arms or to strengthen their upper body. And if you resonate with this message, then this is a sign to not just focus on the physical activity but also focus on resting and relaxing. It's like if you guys have been working out or pushing yourself a little bit more than usual, then health, then resting and healing and just being still is also an important part of your journey. It's also an important part of the healing process. And I can't help but notice how this person lying on the bed, they are made up of this gold color and they have their hands joined together. So I feel like this is about someone praying for their healing or expressing gratitude towards their own body, like thank you body, I appreciate you and thank you for all that you do for me. Thank you for taking me forward this far. I really appreciate you. I will not take you for granted. And some of you, this could be you guys praying for the well-being of health of other people in your life that you care about. And this golden color all over this person really makes me feel like someone is recharging themselves. And I can't help but notice how much yellowish theme we have here. Like we have this green, light yellow theme, and then we have this golden color. So this could also talk about like you guys spending more time in the sunlight, like doing sunbathing, lying down in front of the sun, because the light of the sun also helps your body heal, especially when you're not feeling that energetic, you're not feeling very much like you have a lot of energy at that time. When you lie down in front of the sun and you just surrender, the rays of the sun really helps to recharge the cells of your body, really increasing that fire element. The fire element, so the fire and the earth element are coming through with this fruits and greens and health. This is about the earth element. And then I'm also receiving the message about the fire element. For others of you, I'm also receiving the message that this could be about someone like trying to make you do things or talking you into doing things that are not really good for your health, or it doesn't really resonate or align with your body. And the Archangel Michael, they are really guiding you, they are really encouraging you to set clear boundaries, and they're also saying that don't feel guilty if you say no to this person. Don't feel guilty for setting boundaries or speaking your truth, because your body is yours. Like if you feel sick, if you don't feel well, then you are the one who is going to suffer and not the other person. So think about it. Your body is actually your best friend. And it's important to set clear boundaries. And you know how I can see both these cards? It feels like someone is turning a back on someone because they are setting clear boundaries. They are saying back off. I need to do what I need to do. I'm setting clear boundaries. And then they go into the light and then they are thinking about what they are going to eat, what is going to help them heal. They are prioritizing their health over what other people are trying to force them into, because not everyone is conscious or aware of their health. People really treat their health poorly. They really treat their health poorly. Okay, this is also coming through for some of you guys experiencing similar pattern themes when it comes to your health that were experienced by your ancestors or your previous generations. And the Archangel Michael, they are really coming through, and he's saying that break those patterns. You don't have to carry those wounds, you don't have to carry those ailments and normalize them and think that you also have to go through them. If you are finding alternative ways to heal yourself, especially the ones that are unconventional, which are more on the side of dealing with energy and more organic food and more rest and more sleep and actually being conscious of what's going on instead of just doing what everyone else is doing to heal, not repeating the older patterns of giving your power away to other people when it comes to health. That's really coming through breaking generational curses and cycles and patterns when it comes to dealing and healing the body. I'm also hearing the words of some people saying, this is how we dealt with it, why can't you? This is how we try to heal it, why can't you? And this is not about trying to make them understand. For some of you it could be, but this is really about choosing what feels right to you, what feels right to your body, because your body will never lie to you. You will always receive divine intelligence, divine guidance from your body as to what it really needs to heal, even if it doesn't make logical sense at all. So practice clear boundaries, practice clearing your energetic field. Yeah, I feel like what you are going through in terms of your body, or what you may have been going through, it's really an energetic cleanse in the physical form. It's like your body purging out anything that is no longer a vibrational match to what your guides are trying to help you towards, to what they are trying to help you become into a new version of yourself. Yes. And also the word protection is coming through. Protection, energetic protection, mental protection, spiritual protection. You guys can even use crystals and other spiritual goodies. You can even visualize this angel, Archangel Michael. You can call upon them to surround you in protective energy and to guide you as to how you can be more sovereign in your life. Proper sleep is an important part of healing. It's an important part of your health journey, so remember that. So next we have apologize. And to clarify this, we have the Hanged Man in reverse. Yeah, so I'm really not surprised at all with this Hanged Man in reverse. With the number 12, and again we have 3. 12 summing down to 3, so we have 3 and 3 here. The number 33. That reminds me that there is some sort of connection with our back, our spinal cord, and the number 33. Maybe there are 33 vertebrae, something related to the number 33 and our spine being in alignment, in a healthy state. Yeah, so this is about you guys coming into alignment with your health. This is really weird. This apologize card along with the Hanged Man in reverse makes me think of someone who is begging someone else, or they are trying to tell someone what to do. They are trying to make them do what they would want them to do, but they are doing it not in an aggressive way, but in a manipulative, emotional, blackmailing kind of way. Because this other person, they are really unconventional, or they are being called to choose an unconventional path, and they are rebelling a little bit, and the other person is really trying to convince them to do something. Other interpretation that's coming through is like a parent trying to convince a child, but they are rebelling, they are not listening. So this could be applicable for some of you. And I feel like the message that's coming through with this parent and child dynamic, if you resonate with this, so if you're dealing with a kid, if that is the situation you're resonating with, then this is the message to not choose the aggressive way or not choose the angry way, the temperamental way. Choose the understanding way. Choose the compassionate and guiding way. And also what's coming through is when you are on an unconventional journey, you want to do what you want to do, and you choose this path, and you are able to heal what was thought cannot be healed. You're able to heal it faster and better in less time and in a more efficient way by listening to the divine guidance and intelligence of your body. When you're able to do that, the people who turned their back against you, who were against you, they are gonna need to apologize to you, and they are gonna need to open their minds to new learning, to new wisdom, to new ways of doing things. This word Apollo is really shining through. Apollo. Yeah. If, like, for some of you guys, the other people, they really abandoned you when you needed them, when you were really in a off situation where you actually needed support, but you actually needed support in an unconditional form and not in a form where other people are trying to boss you around. If they abandoned you, then definitely they will need to apologize to you. They will need to apologize to you. And this is also about your spirit guides coming and saying that even if they don't apologize, they owe this apology to you. And this shows that you're not doing anything wrong by prioritizing your health and listening to its divine guidance over what other people are trying to tell you. Yeah, I can really feel like this person, like they have this beautiful, the hanged men, they have this beautiful yellowish aura behind their head. So this represents divine guidance and truth and clarity. It's not like you're being rebellious for no reason or going unconventional for no reason. You have some sort of clarity about it. You definitely do. Okay, so now let's move on to your astrology cards for any other additional messages that we may have for you. The first one is Vesta. And then we got three of these came out together. So the first one we have Ceres, Eros, and then Juno. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Firstly, my attention is going to these Ceres card, and it has so much green on it, which comes back to the green theme and greens and nourishing leafy greens and fruits and vegetables that we were talking about. And Vesta actually represents, she is the goddess of home and hearth. So this also makes me feel like someone staying at home to heal their health. And also she's about reconnecting with what really inspires you and helps you. And I feel like for those of you who chose this pile, like health could be one of your passions. Maybe you are a blogger or a content creator, or you are in the field of nutrition and guiding other people, and you are really passionate about health. Like it's an important part of your purpose, of your divine mission, and that gives you an encouragement. Like this is Vesta is really a card of encouragement, that if it lights up your spirit, what you are doing, you are receiving divine guidance from your heart, then stay dedicated towards it. And she also talks about like being mindful and focused about your energy. So it's like not allowing your energy to drain, not allowing your energy to drain, and using your energy to heal your body, not doing any kind of activities physically, mentally, or emotionally that actually drain out your life force energy. And also, like, what's coming for some of you guys is like not allowing your sexual energy to drain away, because your body, your organs, they really need that energy to heal. And right now they really need it to heal right now, so not draining it and being mindful of this energy. Yeah, so what's coming out really strongly though is that health is your passion in some kind of way. And I feel like for some of you this could also mean some kind of changes, like maybe you were called to some methods before that you used to practice, but recently you have gained new awareness about health and how things work, and this has not been pleasing to everyone around you. This has been a little bit difficult for those around you, but this is really encouraging you. So with this, Ceres is actually the mother figure or the nurturer figure, nourishing and nurturing your body. This is about nourishing and nurturing your body, allowing yourself, going with the flow of what you are experiencing, and not like fighting or pushing against it, being more gentle, being more kind. And if some of you guys who are watching this, you're like mothers, then this is about a message of being more nurturing and kind to other people, to even your children, because they definitely need this energy to heal. But yeah, this is really about also being there for yourself, nourishing and nurturing, eating healthy foods, taking walks in nature. I feel like nature is really going to help you heal your body. Nature is an important part of your healing process. Being in the sunlight, eating organic foods, taking a walk, nourishing your body, sleeping, and taking extra naps. I'm also receiving with these two cards of someone who really needs love and appreciation and support and encouragement, but the other person not being able to give it to them, like a mother figure or a parent figure or any other adult, or someone who is supposed to provide with that support and then kindness, and they are not really doing that, maybe because they're unconscious. And this is really about giving that love to yourself and realizing that even if other people are being unfair to you, it's about being fair to yourself. It's about loving your own self. Like if some of you guys are used to putting other people before you, and this has really taken a toll on your physical health, then this is really an encouragement to spend more time focusing on yourself. That's really coming through with this Juno card. This is not about sacrificing yourself, self-sacrifice, and sabotaging yourself. This is about really giving yourself this time to heal, because when you're healthy, when you're happy, you're nourishing yourself, that is when you can really serve other people. You can share your wisdom with the world. You can share this wisdom with the world. But when you're not being nourished in your connections, in your relationships, and it's constantly draining out your energy, not only it will take a toll on your emotional, mental and physical health, but it will also not inspire you. You will have no energy left to follow your purpose, to share your wisdom with the world, to be of service to other people. So this is really, really important. Like, loving other people and being there for them, it's important, it's beautiful, but have a check about your personal relationships. And if there is somewhere where you need to set clear boundaries, where you may be spreading yourself too thin or allowing other people to take advantage of you, and all that they care or think about is themselves, or maybe they're not even doing it intentionally, it's just that you overgive and you don't communicate that you need your space and time to heal and to share and to be your individual self, to live an individual life where you have a healthy sense of self and you're doing things. And with this Juno card, it makes me think about people cooperating with one another. They're cooperating with one another, looking at the ways that are not working in the connection, the behaviors and beliefs that are really hurting the other person and that really need to be let go of. Someone, you or the other person, is really being called to do that. It's really being a call to do that, and that will really help to reignite the love or the connection, whatever connection that is. Ceres, Eros, and Juno make me think of like two parent figures, masculine and feminine, and then Juno being the child. that is really weird. And if you resonate with that message, then this is about being gentler and kinder and compassionate and understanding and cooperative towards your child, or if you are a child, it goes the both ways. But yeah, there is definitely some kind of energy about people being in a relationship and some people not treating other people with fairness and not actually respecting their individuality, or not being understanding towards them, or not allowing them to be who they want to be, to explore new ideas and to do what they really want to do. And it really needs understanding and balance and respecting each other's choices. That is really coming through strongly. It's spread out throughout your reading. And at the back of your astro deck, we have Taurus. So Taurus sign could be significant to you. Other signs that are coming through are Aquarius with this Hangman. So Taurus, Aquarius, and also fire signs with this Three of Wands. Fire signs Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Taurus is all about priorities, and I can also see like someone being really stubborn with this Taurus card, like someone who's set in their ways. They're a little bit rigid and they're not really open-minded. Yeah, and another message is that prioritize your health, prioritize, simplify your life, look at what really matters to you, or you really value. This is also about you attracting abundance into your life. And at the back of your oracle deck we have trust. So this is about you trusting your divine guidance. This is about you really trusting your intuition. And I can't help but notice how this person is holding this moon in their hand. It feels like they are all they have to move forward on their life is their intuition. They are taking a leap of faith into the unknown, and all they have left is their intuition, which is guiding them. That's what they are relying on. And this is a message from your spirit guides that trust things will get better. Some of you guys are even pioneers of what you may be experiencing. You're pioneers of following a new path. And you also have authority, like we were talking about other people being authoritative or trying to dictate how you should be. I'm definitely gonna consider this card. Yeah, other people being authoritative towards you or not respecting you, not treating you like a person, but simply just set in their own ways. This is about finding your light. And I can't help but notice like how these both two cards, this person, they're looking at a light source, at the sun and the moon. Yeah. Okay, so this also talks about routines, like day and night, you following a routine. Say that day and night, every single day you are drinking a green juice. That I absolutely love, by the way. So you day and night being aware of your sleep cycle, being aware of what you're eating, what you're consuming, but in general, like becoming aware of your lifestyle, what you're doing throughout the day. So people have this misconception about health being just about you practicing this one thing, and then throughout the day you are just being unconscious. You're not being aware of what you're putting in your body and the practices or behaviors you are doing, how you're treating your body. This is about your lifelong commitment and your relationship with yourself and how you can keep improving it, finding new ways, alternative ways that are aligned with Mother Nature, because Mother Nature is the ultimate healer. This Taurus card is also talking about you valuing your health. It's like it goes so much hand in hand with this first card, and how this person is holding a scale, but it's like there is nothing on the other side of the scale. It's just one scale, and there are so much fruits on the scale, so it feels like your health comes first and you're investing by buying more organic fruits and vegetables and things that will help you and that are really good for your body, and not thinking too much about the money that goes into it, because it's an investment. When you don't invest in your health, and when you don't buy fresh organic produce that goes into your body, when you're not buying clean things, then your body becomes a junkyard. Your body, it's like, so we are surrounded by so many things that act as toxins, that are toxins to our body, that are not good for our health at all. And this is really about letting go of that lack mindset, that lack thinking that this really costs a lot. If you are on a healthier side, if you are consuming things that are more on an organic side, then it costs a little bit more, but it will be worth it in the longer run. It will be worth it because it is the greatest investment that you will ever make. Oh my god, this is so obvious. I'm hearing the words health is wealth. Like the Taurus also talks about wealth and money and your finances. So this is health is wealth. I think like your spirit guides really want you to use this motto. Health is wealth. Remember this. This is supposed to be your motto. That is what your guides, how they want to sum up this reading for you. So these are all the messages that I have for you. Thank you for being here and listening to these messages, for being open to this guidance. And I'm sending you love, and I hope that you guys stay blessed. If you like this reading and you resonated with the messages, make sure to like. Let me know in the comment section how you feel, and also subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in the next video.